Set up.
Testing 1, 2, and welcome back, all you pickleball fans and players out there, to Grandstand Court, as we resume play our singles bronze medal match between Dylan Frazier and Fed Staksrud.
Set up.
Early in game one. Rob Cassidy here with Michelle Esquivel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think this one could go either way. And Michelle, we are super happy to have you as our local singles expert.
1-5.
Yikes, that's some wild
Set
stuff.
up.
Dylan Frazier coming off of a third gold men's doubles medal.
What?
Congratulations to Dylan Frazier.
5-1.
And he is also ahead here in game number one.
Set out.
This bracket was stacked. Had Ryan Sherry making late runs, Colin Schick,
1-5.
Eric Roddy making late runs. Eric Roddy taking down J.W. Johnson.
Ooh.
Excuse me, Ross Whitaker taking down J.W. Johnson.
Point.
But Roddy taking down Ross Whitaker. 11-3, 11-1.
He field. He called it.
And Dylan Frazier calls the ball out, but is overruled by the refs.
2-5. Go! Point.
Medal matches. Dylan Frazier had a wild match against Blaine Halveneer in his first round, 11-9, 11-8.
5-3.
Then had to take down Pablo Tellez, 11-8, 11-4. And then Connor Garnett. Aye, too much from Staksrud, firing up. His one loss, Dylan Frazier, was to Ben Johns this time. He's beaten him before. Ben Johns the victor this time. Here we are.
3-5.
Oh, the drop. No continuance from Staksrud.
Smart decision as Dylan Frazier sees Federico all the way behind the baseline and making him move forward, which is very difficult to hit a drop off of like full momentum.
On the Fed Staksrud side of things, 11-9, 14-12 barn burner against James Ignatowicz to be here. And that took place indoors with the rain, I believe.
5-3.
Staksrud's only loss was to Chris Haworth, who has been playing very
Set
well,
out.
Yeah.
to say the least. Now, what have we here?
3-5.
3-5 in game one. Staksrud
Point.
down big, now within one. Michelle, what is going on out here?
A whole lot of sprinting, a whole lot of big forehands from Federico Staksrud,
4-5.
and a lot of ball placement for getting opponents out of position.
Woo! D. Frage, brick wall, unpassable. Everywhere and nowhere. It's a good run for Staksrud. Now it's Dylan's turn to put a couple more points on the board. Is this a best of 5 or?
No, this is 2 out of 3 because we're in the bronze medal.
Okay.
So if you're on championship
5-4.
court, you play best of 5 in doubles, 2 out of 3 in singles.
Boom.
Side out.
Dylan is slipping every which way. Not into it. Held to 0. Staksrud the ball back in hand. 4-5. Game 1 to 11. Win by 2. Best of 3.
4-5.
Oh my goodness.
Side out.
And you've called that before. Staksrud really likes to get the game going. So as soon as the ref calls a score, he serves that ball real quick. That time,
5-4.
little rushed right into the net. Dylan's turn. The drip. And it's out.
Point.
Ooh, little net kick. Might constitute a warning.
Timeout. Receiver.
Timeout from
6-4.
Staksrud. All right, here we go. 6-4. Oh my goodness.
Side out.
Staksrud reads that passing shot. What's easier than a book to read? Picture book? Subtitles? Read it nonetheless. Some waters from the loyal fan. I love that. Love that. Got to stay dry out here. The towel is critical as this Texas weather has been moist.
Yes, it has.
4-6.
Out.
Side out.
Dylan Frazier has become such a household name in pickleball. You can go to your barber and ask for the Dylan Frazier haircut, and they know what you're talking about. It's a good time. 2024 pickleball.
7-4.
Oh my goodness.
Nice angle by Dylan Frazier.
Sign me up for the next clinic at the Chicken and Pickle.
Side out.
Shall I personally lean towards the doubles game? I do have that lack of tennis background. Any insights you see out here, any tips for myself or the viewers at home, feel free. Wow.
Side out.
That first ball, very impressive. Do you utilize the drop shot when you play singles?
Not really.
Not as much.
No.
Oh my goodness. And the favor is returned. D. Frage shuts it down.
Yeah, in women's singles, you'll see the players staying back a little bit more and waiting for the right opportunity, whereas the men, right after the return, usually come straight to the net and take full advantage there. But the passing shots in the men's game, has gotten so much better that they're also kind of following suit with that strategy.
It's an option
It's an option. It's always an option.
4-9.
to stay back. D. Frage takes the net. Oh, he tries to play it.
Yeah, Dylan Frazier saw that ball was going out.
Yeah, as soon as he touches it, he decides,
Yeah.
it's go now, so let it go out.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough out there, though, right? It's a lonely game a little bit, as they say. Making all your decisions, all your calls. You're out there by yourself. The mistakes you make, the winners you make, all you.
5-9.
Oh my goodness, such a curvature.
Yeah, and Dylan Frazier has had two.
That's right.
Time in.
Staksrud with the ball in hand. Dylan forced to use a timeout, and that serve is out. Great timeout by Dylan. Ball back in hand. Let's see what he can do with it.
9-6.
9-6, game 1. Passing shot
Side out.
called out. Dylan.
Be called out.
Dylan must ask the ref.
Ball got the line.
Ref's calling that in. Thank goodness. Due diligence, due process prevails. We have a game point scenario here, 10-6.
Federico Staksrud doing a good job at not hitting the volley deep at the baseline, but into the transition zone, which catches Dylan Frazier off guard, whether he should be coming forward or back.
16. Let out.
We have Salome DeVito. Oh, game point.
Yeah, we have game point.
10-6.
Game point number 2.
And it is out.
Point. Game. 11-6.
Done and
Frazier.
done. Game 2 coming. With game 2, Fed Staksrud to serve 0-0.
Side out.
I tell you, it is so humid out here that there is a strong possibility that these courts are wet even without the precipitation. D. Frazier taking care of business.
Point.
Not off your paddle the way you'd like it to be.
2-0.
That's a good play. Return to the backhand of Dylan. Bring it cross court afterwards.
0-2. Point.
Federico Staksrud getting some rhythm here.
1-2. Side out.
The treacherous cross court attack. Start to run out of court.
2-1.
Ah, forces the volley. Staksrud takes the point.
Quick hands.
Using the Alpha Yola paddle, which is a previous model.
1-2.
A little bit of a prototype prior to the Yola 3, or the Gen 3. As PPA has followed suit on potentially not allowing that paddle at this time. All right, tie game.
Side out.
Yeah,
Side out.
it's a lot to handle from Fed Staksrud. pickleball, you can expect the singles points to be much shorter. It's the serve, the return, are that much more pinnacle.
Side out.
That's some old school Rob Elliott pickleball. Serve, return, third.
Third.
Serve,
Yep.
return, third. Old school singles pickleball.
Federico Staksrud needs to find his forehand. He's been trying to utilize it inside in, but hasn't quite made it yet.
Oof. Oh my goodness.
Side out.
Either way here, which player's going to catch fire first and get that big streak of points? This has been back and forth the entire time. 2-2.
Wow.
Oh man, huge. So now a warning's administered, and Fed's not feeling it. In my opinion, it's, small things adding up that constituted that, which I think this all could have been negated if the warning was given earlier for the quote unquote net kick.
Yeah.
But here we are, game 2, 3-2.
Time in. 3-2.
Called out. Dylan refers to the ref. Ref calls it in.
Second overturned call of this match.
4-2.
4-2, Dylan Frazier to serve. Fed Stacks with the huge counter. Slight overcast. Smidge of a breeze. It's a little bit cooler. Thank goodness. Texas has been hot and wet. Huge swing from Staksrud. That's what we call the full commit. Love to see it.
Yeah, I see Federico Staksrud utilizing his footwork and bending his knees to get under that ball to now really do something with it.
Write that one down, folks. Michelle Esquivel dropping knowledge.
3-4.
Wow. There's the Staksrud we know and love. Wild placement, wild movement. Great point. Tie game. Beautiful stuff. Frazier. How impressive their movement is on the court. The greats make it look easy. Good timeout into the side out. ATP. But Dylan is there for the defend.
That was such a great backhand. It didn't have a lot of velocity. It was just so loopy, and it dropped right to where it needed to be so that he could cover for the ATP from Staksrud.
Restricting Staksrud to only the ATP option, and then Dylan being there for it. Very impressive. Here we go. Wicked rip. And Staksrud's going to go right into a timeout of his... Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, he tricked you, Rob.
He tricked me big time. Broke my ankles with that timeout call. Yeah, Tixr. Thank you guys for joining us here. Rob Cassidy with Michelle Esquivel. Dylan Frazier puts another point on the board. And here we are. Staksrud keeps him to 1. 5-7. 5-7, game 2.
Reserve, I'll recall.
On the let.
5-7.
Staksrud. You know he wants it.
Mm-hmm.
He's here for almost 2 hours warming up before this match.
7-5. Go! Side out.
Five, 7.
5-7. Side out.
Dylan closes it with the forehand.
Staksrud frustrated with his accuracy right now on his shots. Not the ball he's looking for.
Ooh. Yeah, that return so wild good. Why was that so effective? Was it because that's just somewhere he hasn't gone often?
Yeah, you know, he hasn't been making that shot, so might have caught Dylan off guard a little bit there.
Whoa.
Side out.
Dylan Frazier. Athletic. Grown man Dill.
Seven, 5.
7-5. Pops for the other corner. If he made it, he would have had it. However, that shot caused a little bit of a slip in Fed Staksrud. Going towards the back of the ankle, not good.
He was just in the corner here in front of us the point prior to this, checking out his ankle, and sure enough, right after that point, he fell right back. He felt something tweaked. They're going to go ahead and call an injury timeout, and so we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well, you guys.
Hey. Fed Staksrud to serve.
Time in. 5-7.
5-7. Oh, that's so pretty.
Point.
And
You know,
yeah.
and any little thing in singles is so
6-7.
big, as far as like your body and just being able to move, and you know, if you feel something tweak or if you feel like a little strain or pull, that's everything. So hopefully he could
7-7.
carry on.
Coming off winning 3 points since that medical break. Prior, they were locked at 7-5 for several side outs. Several.
8-7.
Suddenly he has the lead here in game 2. And that's going to be the 4th in a row.
Wow. And we've seen players on the PPA Tour take timeouts, medical timeouts, and come back, and actually it would be an advantage for them coming back after medical.
Here in game 2.
Time in. 9-7.
9-7. Oh, the drop shot countered by a beautiful placement from Staksrud. That's just a good study. Just knows where to go in that situation.
Yeah, that drop shot was not the best. It bounced up really high, giving Federico Staksrud the advantage to take that shot.
10-7.
Game point.
Wow.
And 5 straight points to take game 2. Wild stuff. We're going to a game 3, folks.
Wow, I cannot believe
0-0. Point.
Miss hit for point. Dylan Frazier, first blood. Ooh, just out on that return.
Yeah, Federico has been struggling with that forehand inside in this match.
Side out.
Oh, going for a little much there, huh? The wind has picked up just a little bit. I am enjoying the overcast.
Yeah, it's getting windy. The storm's supposed to come in a few hours here in Dallas.
And everything is bigger here in Texas, especially the rainstorms. It has been pouring here as we enter June. Happy June, everybody. It's June 2024. Great time to be alive. Awesome ball from Dylan. Happy June, Michelle.
Happy June, Rob. I love Dylan Frazier's self-talk. You can see him nodding his head and talking to himself constantly.
Nice.
So good to see.
And a just miss. Wow. So deceiving with all of those shots. Dylan's still there for it. The last one, just not able to keep it on the court. Tough game 3 here. I like it. Don, thank you so much for joining us, brother. Take a seat. Oh, and a missed ball from Dylan Frazier there. Staksrud gets the ball in hands. Don Stanley, our head referee of the tournament, in the booth with us. Don, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all you do. Your hard work in these hot days.
Yeah, missed serve from Staksrud. We're going to keep our eye on the match, but I'd love to ask you what exactly went down on there? How did that conversation unfold in regards to the let court?
Here's the thing, for years we could replay let serves if the ref called it, and if the player called it. There's some balance here. If it's close to the net, maybe the ref could have missed it, not heard it. So we usually replay it if it's close. Now, if it's a foot above, and it's obviously the worst call in the world, then that's a ghost let, and you have to fault the receiver.
Nice.
I asked the referees. They didn't see it, they didn't hear it, but I asked them, was it close to the net? And they said, yeah, it was close. So my guideline is if it's close, it's just a reserve, let's reserve.
Okay, and that's what your ruling was?
Yes.
Okay. So from a factual standpoint, is it safe to say that a let can be good hustle from Dylan? Point continues. He's there for the next one, and it's out! Dylan scores the point! Beautiful hustle from Dylan Frazier. Don?
I can't comment on red play. So.
Good, got to stay neutral.
Yeah.
That's why we love you.
Yeah.
From a factual standpoint,
Okay.
is it safe to say that a player or a referee can call a let cord?
That is very factual.
Okay, no, that's good to know for us and the
Before they
viewers.
took
at
it
home.
out of the rule book, basically players could call lets, but if they call a fake let,
No, a ref can, of course, overturn when
that's
everything's
a bad call. You can't
Beautiful.
just call a let.
It was. And we are back to the action. Defrage with the point off the timeout. Michelle Esquivel, thank you so much for grabbing that big fish out there. Don Stanley in the booth. Great stuff.
It's important to hear from the head ref and everyone involved. Ooh. But what hustle from Dylan Frazier just before the timeout, Rob.
Yeah, he's still working hard. He's still in the match, and we love to see it. And all of that stuff, I think the big takeaway was that a player or the referee can call the let, and of course it can be overruled if it's an obnoxious, obnoxious gamesmanship of a call.
Right.
Cool, moving on. Defrage to serve. 5-1. One away from the side switch because we are in game 3. Oh, it was there. One five.
1-5.
Oh, yeah. Love that close.
Yeah, you got to be there. If you know you hit a really good shot, you have to come in fierce, following it up because it is a combo. It isn't just winning off of one shot. It's creating something to make it way more obvious.
2-5.
Off the net and perfection from Fed Staksrud.
He's been looking for that shot this whole entire match. It's just hasn't been there, and it's quite a time to find it.
There may never be a more dominant April in pickleball than the one that Staksrud had this April 2024 in singles. Double hit and the checkmate just in case.
Side out.
Some epic singles action here at the PPA Tour as Leah Jensen and Salome Devitse are on championship court, grinding it out 9-all. Dual devices, Rob.
That's right.
And after this match coming up is Annalie Waters and Catherine Parento for the bronze medal match. You normally would see them in a gold medal match, but they're going to be playing it out for bronze here on Grandstand. Wow.
Grandstand is happening. Dylan Frazier, Fed Staksrud, Annalie Waters,
Poof.
Catherine Parento. Potentially we had a John's McGuffin bar match here, but we will not have that one as the Johnses withdrew. Dylan opting for his opponent to check the ball. I'd love to see that.
5-3.
5-3. Serve is out. 3-5. To the sideline. Oh my goodness. Artistic creativity. Fed Staksrud, the finesse. Beautiful stuff.
4-5.
Oh my goodness. Staksrud taking control. We're at 5-all. Just moments ago. You can see Dylan Frazier wiping off the handle of his paddle. Dylan maintains. Looking for that pesky side switch. To the corner, but no, it's way deep. Frazier holds.
Both players looking for that point to take them over to the side switch here in game number 3. When it goes from side out to side out, that means it is a grindy game, and got to really fight hard for each point.
No. Oh, and that's out. Wild. Excellent stuff.
It really comes down to the footwork and seeing if you could get in position as early as you can to execute tremendous shots right now.
No way.
Wow. Wow. Dylan takes that ball so well. That ball's just so low, and he's able to get such a great angle.
Locked at 5s. sure.
Wow.
Fed Staksrud, unbelievable. The shots from Dylan to be not successful.
I know. It's wild. It's just so crazy.
Locked at 5 here, game 3.
What's the towel count for Dylan Frazier?
He needs a new one. That's the count.
5-5.
And
Wow.
the gridlock continues. 5-5, Dylan Frazier to serve.
And our first cat and mouse game at the kitchen there, both players usually looking for the passing shot, but now they're getting a little bit more patient here and trying to utilize the right opportunity.
5-5.
So much great stuff. Both players, the gridlock continues. Keeps it in. Staksrud breaks the symmetry. 6-5. CIBC Texas Open, powered by Tixr. Serve was out. Dylan Frazier has the ball, down 1. 5-6.
5-6.
What was that beautiful drop volley slice? Oh my goodness, the touch.
It's an unstoppable combo from Fed Staksrud.
6-5.
Awesome point, awesome hustle from Staksrud.
Dylan Frazier, cool as a cucumber. You know, yeah, he got it, but I'm going to make him play another one. I'm going to make him play another one. And that could really wear down your opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Another drop volley. And to the backhand side, because Dylan Frazier's forehand has been smoking fire this whole match.
Yeah. Cutthroat singles here on Grandstand Court. Following this match, of course, we have our women's singles match, which will take place between none other than Annalie Waters and Catherine Parento. So we're switching the polls here. Grandstand is becoming championship court. We got the names in the house. It's going down. But right now, Dylan Frazier, Fed Staksrud have a score to settle. Scoreless since the side switch. Wild. point off of that. Fed gets low. Pretty sure he had a good opportunity on that ball. And the winds are coming in as the precursor to the storm that's a brewing. Can't say that I'm shocked. We have news from our field reporters. We'll fill you in a moment.
Ooh, tough miss by Dylan.
Great return.
Yeah, Federico Staksrud now targeting Dylan Frazier's backhand off the return.
He's got more than one target, you know. It's his timing of when he does which is what makes him so good. Both players going for broke. Six.
6-6. No.
Whoa. Yeah, that ball was in.
Out call. Ball's in. Point.
All right, so Staksrud calls the ball out. Referee overturns, calls the ball in, and that's the call. Staksrud, 7-6, game 3.
7-6.
Missed passing shot from Dylan. Ball in the hand of Fed Staksrud, who wants it. Quick side out. Another potential gridlock for these two. Can one player break it open? Oh, Frazier pounds the sideline only to be countered by Staksrud. 6-7 now. The storm has not arrived yet. Just a couple drops of good old-fashioned Texas precipitation.
The first time Federico Staksrud goes twice to one side there. Is successful with that play to the backhand side.
7s now.
7-7.
D. Frazier with the checkmate. Dylan finds that corner on his forehand. What a spot. Can Dylan break the symmetry here? Oh, he has the hustle play, but it's the same situation he lost on prior.
That's a play that Federico Staksrud has been utilizing, is deep to the forehand, dropping to the backhand side. He's done that, and along with other plays, but that's the main one that's gotten him momentum.
It's a great combo. It's a great play. Dylan lets it fly.
And And on the other hand, Dylan's targeting Federico Staksrud's forehand. Federico's been struggling all match with this forehand right now, finding accuracy and placement.
Nice, and we have our first check with the line ref to confirm the ball was in. Love to see it. Oh, to the corner. Oh, and this is the first time Dylan's able to pull it off. Defends that forehand corner. It's been giving him trouble the whole time.
Oh, no. Following it up with a missed serve.
Tough. One grueling point at a time, huh?
Singles.
Got that impending storm in the background here. It's coming in quick. It is surrounding us. Another point for Fed Staks.
All right, guys, raindrops are falling here. If we do cut out, hang with us. We'll cut off this feed and go to the indoor if that happens. Just want to warn you.
Yeah, we'll be bringing you this the rest of the conclusion of this match no matter what. Guaranteed. 8-8. Short return. Doesn't matter. Oh, I'm getting pelleted now.
Still can't find that forehand down the line. Dylan Frazier putting great pressure on Federico Staksrud.
Shout out to the Wi-Fi guy, Keith Mayer, for helping us with the broadcast and getting this out into the world. Thank you, Keith. Keith. Oh, and that's going to be too good. Dylan Frazier firing back. So much fight from both players. So impressive. I feel like in a couple short years, these two could be as good as you, Michelle.
Thanks, Rob.
Serve is out. Fed loves it. Loves line refs. So that's one tally for likes line refs for us. Okay, good data collected. There's that corner pattern for Dylan, and it is working, preventing Staksrud from scoring points. Sure.
Dylan Frazier got to that one, but couldn't make a play. Again, Federico Staksrud with that combo of deep to the forehand pocket and then short to the backhand side in the kitchen.
He should have, not should have, but could have went for that same shot that he failed on twice previously. Go for a 1 for 3. And this moment would have been great.
And Federico Staksrud finally with that inside-out forehand at a most crucial time in game number 3, tying it up. So exciting, Rob.
The wind's picking up. The sky getting darker and darker. So good. Fed Staksrud.
First match point.
And a lay a game point right next door. Time is about to resume. We have our match point on Fed Staksrud's paddle. Here we go.
Match point. 10-9.
Oh my goodness. And that's gonna do it, folks. A fantastic match. Fed Staksrud takes it in 3.
That was crazy. Federico struggling with